Welcome to my channel. I'm Gary Wiriawan and today is just a very short video. By the way, in my channel I talk mainly about photography and music, and when it comes to photography, I'm mainly using Micro Four Thirds camera system. I've been really happy with my Micro Four Thirds camera and lenses, and I've been using them since 2014, so it's almost 9 years. And today is just a very short reaction video of a news that some of you might probably heard. So in mid-September, Panasonic will come with a high-end Micro Four Thirds Lumix camera. It could be a G9 Mark II, it could be a GH7, I don't really know. But one thing for sure, I'm very excited for this news. I'm very happy that finally we get a successor of either the GH6 or the G9 that people seem to really love. I really think a G9 Mark II or even the GH7 is what the Micro Four Thirds community really needs. A high-end camera with really good specs that can do photography and video really well, with some nice features, some pro features like weather sealing. And I'm most excited about a new feature that hopefully will come into this particular new camera, that is the face detect autofocus. That will really help for continuous autofocus, which is really a problem when it comes to Micro Four Thirds camera. You cannot really use the continuous autofocus function because it's not really accurate. Hopefully with the face detect autofocus, it will change that. However, this video is not about the specification or another rumor about the G9 Mark II. I'm not going to talk about the G9 Mark II. I'm quite sure it will be an amazing camera and everybody will love that camera. But today, I want to voice my opinion in this video about another Micro Four Thirds camera, especially Panasonic Lumix Micro Four Thirds camera that Panasonic should make, that I think will be another hit. And I think that camera should be the GX9 Mark II. Let me explain why. Micro Four Thirds as a camera system is a very capable one. I think it is more than enough even to do professional situation for both photography and video. However, I don't think that most of the market when it comes to Micro Four Thirds user are professional photographers or professional filmmakers. Sure, some professional photographers or filmmakers will use Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera because they are awesome. But I think the majority of the Micro Four Thirds user are intermediate user, enthusiasts, hobbyists, people like me who are using it for fun, for everyday photography, for travel photography, for something significantly better than a smartphone camera. Although Micro Four Thirds cameras and lenses in general are not that big, are not that heavy, especially compared to full-frame cameras, APS-C cameras, me personally, and I know some people who are using Micro Four Thirds will say the same thing, we don't really like large camera and large lenses. This over here is a Panasonic GX8. It's not really that large. This is a Panasonic 100 to 300mm, also not really that large, but we generally like something like this, which is small, which is lightweight, which is a small but capable lens that can do anything. This is the GX85, and then this is the Panasonic 20mm f1.7. Something like this that can easily fit into any bag and you don't really have any problem carrying it, and also lightweight that won't burden you down when you're walking around the town trying to take some photographs, is something that we really prefer. So now I want to mention some specification of my dream GX9 camera. First, let's talk about the sensor. We'd really love to have that 24 megapixel sensor with no AA filter from the GH6. I think that will be an awesome sensor to use in this particular new GX camera. And I also hope that it will come with the face detect autofocus system. That will definitely become an instant hit because the autofocus will be a good selling point for this little enthusiast camera. I think it will be perfect for travel photography, where you like to be very spontaneous, where you like to be really versatile and be really quick when capturing moments, and that face detect autofocus will really help. Another important feature to have on the GX9 Mark II is definitely IBIS in-body stabilizer. The in-body stabilizer on my particular Panasonic GX85 is really good. I'm quite sure the GX9 also has a really nice stabilizer as well, but it's time for some improvement in the image stabilizer department, and I'm also sure that it will become an instant hit when they improve the IBIS. Another important feature to have in the GX9 Mark II, I think, is a fully articulating screen. On the GX9 and GX85, like what I have right now, right here, the screen can only tilt like this. This is really nice if you are doing street photography and you wanna do it waist level, looking down at your camera like this. It's really nice for that. But now lots of people are also doing video, and sometimes they are also doing lots of vertical compositions for video sometimes. Not just for video, but also for photography, especially landscape photography. You do a lot of vertical composition, and what I have in mind, so let's keep the tilting mechanism like this, but add part on the screen, on the mechanism that allows the screen to be flipped fully so it can articulate freely while having this tilt mechanism at the same time. I know some other cameras have this kind of screen mechanism, and I think it's really nice. So you can still do your street photography horizontal composition thing with this tilting mechanism, but you can still do vertical or even a selfie kind of vlogging, articulating screen thingy right here. I think that will be another instant hit feature. Another important feature to have on the GX9 Mark II, I think, is microphone input. On the GX85, we don't have mic input. On the GX9, we don't have mic input. However, strangely, on the GX8, we have mic input, although it's a little bit sad right here. You have to use 2.5mm adapter, and the preamp on this camera is purely garbage. You cannot really get a good sound quality out of this microphone input, and that's just a shame. I really hope that we'll get something similar to the microphone input quality, like on my Panasonic G85. We can have a decent preamp and we can do lots of audio stuff with it, attach a good microphone and have an instantly better audio quality on our video. That's really important because, again, as I mentioned earlier, lots of people nowadays do a lot of video as well, not just photography. So if this camera has this feature, I think it will be another instant hit feature. It goes without saying that this GX9 Mark II should also have improved video features, better 4K resolution, better codec, better frame rate, better slow motion options as well, and things like that, so that we can be future proof when it comes to video with this GX9 Mark II. Last but not least, I'd like to keep the size and weight of this GX9 Mark II to a minimum. I don't want a Micro Four Thirds camera that is large and heavy. I want something small and lightweight like this GX85 right here that's easy to travel with. I think that's what Micro Four Thirds is all about, smaller cameras but capable and great image quality, and I think the GX9 Mark II should reflect that philosophy. However, I understand that by adding those features that I mentioned before, we'll definitely add some size and weight on this GX9 Mark II, so inevitably it will be slightly larger and slightly heavier than the GX85 that I have right here, and that's okay as long as it's not bigger or heavier than the GX8. In fact, I can still tolerate a GX8. I think this camera right here is not really that large, and the largeness and the heaviness of it is not for nothing. It has some beautiful features that I really use a lot, like this tilting articulating screen, and also this beautiful EVF right here, and this dials and buttons and everything that really helps me to have a better shooting experience. So maybe a GX9 Mark II that looks like this GX8 right here will be a definitely welcome camera. If not, then something like a traditional GX9 can still be something that I really look forward to. And that's my wish list for the GX9 Mark II. I hope that Panasonic will listen to this video. I hope that Panasonic will consider making a GX9 Mark II or whatever GX camera, as long as it's in the same line of this GX85 and the GX9. Again, I think this will be a great hit, especially for us enthusiasts who are looking for a nice everyday camera or even a travel camera that significantly better than a smartphone. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope that you find this video to be useful, entertaining, and inspiring. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment down below. And also I want to know what is your wish list of a future camera, what you want to have from that camera. Please let me know on the comments down below as well. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below, and also use my affiliate links on the description below and the super thanks button to help me to grow this channel even better in the future. Thank you and see you on the next video. Goodbye.